G'day YouTube, Max right here. Thought we'd do a little bit of TA on Ethereum. By the way, I think we sent a video out yesterday. I'm sorry, I got lost in the drafts deal. I filmed it a week ago, calling for a massive Ethereum pump, and then we didn't release it until yesterday. So sorry, that got messed up a little bit, but just been really busy over here. So this video, we're going to do a little bit more updated TNA. This one is done, recorded on May 5th, going to be released May 5th. So here we go, a little bit more accurate stuff. So we're on the short time frame here, the 1 hour time frame, and let me see. I mean, there's a pretty. I'm liking this trend line right here. See 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points of contact there on that trend line. So that's looking really good. And then on this one, you got a couple of options here. You could either try and get yourself into this kind of a situation, but I don't think that's the strongest line. I don't think. I think actually this one is the strongest line here, with 1, 2, 3, 4 touches, and we have this little overshoot over here. So there we're looking like symmetrical triangle. But with that said, let me, where is this apex? Because as you guys have learned on this channel many, many times, the symmetrical triangles typically break out around about 2/3 to 3/4. They don't go all the way into the apex usually. 2/3 to 3/4, so in this kind of area here is where they tend to break out. So the bottom trend line is the more solid one, I think. The top trend line could be drawn a couple of different ways. And so I'll have one more look at this. I don't think so, but I just want to see it. No, I didn't like that one. So this symmetrical triangle is probably the dominant pattern here, I think. And we're in kind of the region to get this, to have a breakout here. So let's have a look. If we take this line, if we had a breakout here, we're looking at Ethereum coming back down to 3,050. And if we went north, we would be looking at 3,600. Now let's take a look at a few other bits and pieces here in the longer time frames. Give us some clues as to, do we think this move is going to keep on going, or are we going to have a pullback here? It's been absolutely spectacular and meteoric. But let's have a look here. Let's go to the daily to fully appreciate just how meteoric this rise has been. It's just been an awesome, awesome run up. So as predicted right here on this channel, by the way, this big long holding period down here, Ethereum was looking boring, and I was telling you guys to stock up on that with Ethereum at $1,500. I remember sending out a video when it dipped down here into 1,400, saying it's a really good time to buy, and then we have just been absolutely off to the races. Let's take a look. It was actually the Ethereum. I really like something that went on here. This Ethereum Bitcoin chart was what I really, really liked. At this time here, I made a video and we said, listen, we're way down here in the Bitcoin, because Ethereum had plenty of reasons to shoot off. It had the high gas fees really plagued it during this period. And I said, listen, at some point, there'll be solutions to the gas fees come up that will be proposed. And the price will run, not when it's implemented, but in the months leading up to it, as the insiders know what the hell's happening, and people start discussing the ideas, layer 2 solutions, protocol solutions, and these things. Months before that, people are going to see that the gas fees problem is going to be solved, and the price is going to start to run. And so right around here, I said, listen, something interesting is happening. We're way down at the bottom here of this long-term trend line between Ethereum and Bitcoin. And this is the 23rd of March. Now, look at this. On the 23rd of March, this Bitcoin, I think we're about here. Yes, this trend line was broken on the Bitcoin dominance. Right? And I said, listen, it could go either way. Bitcoin going down here, but I didn't think Ethereum was going to lose much here. And it didn't, even though the price of Bitcoin was going down. So we expected the alts to go up compared to Bitcoin during this period when it broke this green trend line that I pointed out to you. And that's exactly what happened. At the same time, Ethereum was at a low point on that long-term trend line. Let's go back to that. That's on the same date. This is right here, and Ethereum was at this low point. I mean, on this long-term trend line, it did go to this bottom line, but we're at a really good accumulation stage right here. And so I put that video out there. Let me know if you guys picked up Ethereum at that time in the comments below. I did. I picked up a ton of Bitcoin. In my trading wallet, Ethereum is my biggest position. In my HODL wallet, Bitcoin's much larger. But in my trading wallet, Ethereum is my biggest position, largely due to accumulations here and here, which I made videos about. So, okay, we've had this really, really good run up here, and versus Bitcoin, we're looking absolutely stellar. Let's jump into Ethereum here. So now we're on the daily, and we're starting to get a fuller appreciation of this big, big run up here. But this is a huge, huge step up. I mean, from here, we're talking 2,000 up to 35. It's almost a 75% gain from this point here, and we're talking in the space of a couple of weeks. So short term. What's going to happen short term? Is there going to be a pullback? Is there not going to be a pullback? Let's go back to the hourly. Actually, before we go that, I want to jump on the weekly. I would like to understand where the 21-week moving average is for Ethereum. It's at 1,700. So we are a good full to 100% extension on that. Yep, 109%. I'm not too fast. Ethereum, it has a little more leeway. It's younger than Bitcoin, therefore it has a higher volatility than Bitcoin. So it can be further away from the 21-week moving average. But I mean, it did have a big, big strong run up. So look, for the accumulators, I don't think I'm jumping in. I do think Ethereum has further to go. Especially, let's jump back to Bitcoin dominance to demonstrate that one. We have broken this blue line here, this trend line on the Bitcoin dominance. But we see Ethereum, now that the Bitcoin dominance is right here, it's a little bit in no man's land. And as I made in the video a few days ago, if we break this dominance, really the next stop in the Bitcoin dominance is down at 40%. So, and Ethereum was the big laggard in this whole altcoin season. From here all the way down to here, Ethereum didn't do much. And now I think it's Ethereum's time to shine and really push through. So I wouldn't be surprised if Ethereum is the leader and bringing the Bitcoin dominance all the way down here to this 40 mark. Let me go ahead and mark that right there. And I'm going to drop another one right there at 35. Am I? I thought I am. Thought I was. There we go. Look, overall, big picture, it wouldn't surprise me if Ethereum leads the charge of the altcoins to bring the Bitcoin dominance all the way down here to 40. So look, I still think there is something in this Ethereum. Am I necessarily jumping in if I'm a hodler? It's a maybe. It's a maybe. I'm not sure on that one. Let me go back to the hourly here. Yeah, I would be waiting to see. I would be open to shorting Ethereum here. If we drop below this trend line right here, I would be open to shorting Ethereum. I'm not saying I'm going to do it. I'll just see how the charts look at the time. But I would be open to shorting Ethereum at about this point, right here at like 32.40, and taking profits at around let's call it 30.60, something like that. I would be open to that. Going up, I would be open to going up on the upside on Ethereum here too, on the breach of this one. There's the trend line's a little messier. This thing poking its nose through here makes it a little less attractive for me. Let me try a different time frame, see if we can clear this up a little bit. Not there. Let's try 4 hours. Nope, still didn't clean it up. But with each time frame, the bottom trend line looked really solid in all of those time frames, and the top time frame had this exact same problem with this thing coming up here. So let me go back to hourly. I think it makes it a little neater, a little more obvious, get a little more data. And yeah, on if I went long on the breach of this trend line, I don't think I would come in here. I don't think I would take profits here. I think I would let it run. If it breaks this trend line, I think we could see it run a little bit further than that, as opposed to coming in just here. On the downside, I probably would close out and take those profits around 30.60, as I mentioned earlier. All right, guys, hope this was helpful on the Ethereum technical analysis. Let's go ahead, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. Just went over 30,000 subscribers recently. I really appreciate your support. It's a fantastic community. And guys, I will see you soon.